Man, holy shit, it feels like I am bouncing off the walls in terms of content, but I fucking love it. I love the goddamn. Sorry, the mic should sound better now. I had to change it. I love this fucking lifestyle, bro. I love like going from music to movies to sports all in one fucking night because actually after I'm done covering this, I'm going to be recording a video talking about Fantastic Four First Steps, which I just got done watching. So in this, though, obviously, you guys are here every single night on stream. We talk hoops, and we have some pretty dope stuff to talk about. We had 3 really good games. The others were kind of washes. I will be talking about my Celtics, so that's exciting. Although I didn't really watch any basketball. I didn't watch the afternoon game because I was like in class, and then I had to drive home and do cardio. It was a busy kind of crunch for the day. I didn't really watch any of the other games either because I was doing Fantastic Four stuff, working on typing up the review so I can come down here at some point in the night and record. I have about 45 minutes till I'm probably going to go to bed, so we're going to just thug it out here, get to some basketball. Let's get my Celtics out of the way so I can kind of gloat while we're here. Again, none of the other games, I'm double checking, none of these other games are really that good. I don't care for them. Celtics Heat, oh my goodness, Anthony Simons, have you a damn game, boy. Let's go. We'll talk about that in a second, but obviously Bam Adebayo has looked really good recently. Hey, Jakunis got some playing time there. Awesome. A little Illini guy. Bam Adebayo has obviously been a problem recently, but man, Anthony fucking Simons was on one all over the court tonight. Andrew Wiggins is obviously a tough offensive player at times. Same with Norman Powell. They have a big 3 of offensive players, and they're a good-ass team. I feel like they're definitely slept on. But winning games like this is really going to put the Celtics back in that contender category where some teams are starting to falter. You look at the Rockets. We're not going to talk about them tonight. I have a friend that's actually a Rockets fan. I'll give you guys a break. Let's fuck off with that headphones. Let's not. But we're going to watch the highlights. I don't have my headphones, so if this is really loud, apologies. I'm just going to turn it down. We don't need to... Look at my new phone, by the way. I showed the video, but I didn't show you guys. This thing is fucking incredible. So sleek. I love the design of this. This is beautiful. It's a beautiful product. Been using it. We're gonna get a lot of burn out of that. We're definitely getting our fucking money's worth on this damn trade-in plan. Because I use my phone fucking at least 8 hours a day. Not even counting like the sleep of like... Okay, I guess counting like the YouTube and all the social media, it is probably 8 hours a day, never mind. But maybe 10-ish, which I know sounds kind of unhealthy. Solid screen from Kita, that might have been illegal, but wait, did I change the screen? I don't think I did, actually. I'm fucking stupid, bro. I didn't. I knew I fucking didn't. God damn it. Remind me. Alright, sorry, we'll pull up the video. Watch some of these highlights. Norman Powell misses. Fontecchio. That was way... Jesus. Garza's just barbecue chicken on that play. That was way too easy. Good business decision from Derek White, although I'm surprised given how good of a defender he is that he didn't jump up for that. Jakunis is getting playing time. That's beautiful. Look at Norm. I love this. I love Jakunis getting into the game. Look at him. He kind of looks like a guy that goes to my college, or he used to. Arnie, his name, SIUE. Simons. Dude, it's about time that Simons starts to play like he did on Portland. I don't really have a problem with how he's been playing off the bench this year. It's about time we get some shit like this out of Simons. We're going to need it in place of Jason Tatum, especially if we want to contend. Again, I think we can easily contend for some stuff. Now, obviously, the Thunder are like the clear favorites, so it doesn't seem to matter at the end of the day. But, man, we get the fucking dub. This is a big-time win for the Celtics, a really good opponent. Jakunis, bro. That's so inspirational. I love it. I love it. I love it. Shout out to Anthony Simons for having a baller game. We're going to kind of look at what went wrong, what went right with certain teams. Very interesting game here. 17 points out of Sam Hauser. My computer screen's not really that bright. I'm hard at seeing this. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. 27 points for Jaylen Brown. I mean, obviously he is kind of a turnover machine. He kind of has been for his entire career, really, just because he's not the greatest ball handler in the world, even though he probably thinks he is. But... still going out there and able to hustle on the glass, too, is great. 11 points for Luka Garza, 50% shooting, solid three-point shooter for this team. Yeah, 39 for Anthony Simons. That's just a big whoop here. I mean, he was just pure offense. Didn't really do much for our bench, but besides offense, but That's all we really needed out of him. The Heat, you get a 16-point game for Andrew Wiggins. I think Andrew actually played pretty good. He shot 50%, was able to hustle on glass. 22 points for Bam. Kind of struggled inside, but he's definitely been getting his three-point shots to fall, and struggling inside has kind of caused him to pass the ball more. Then that's great, and that's great. 26 points for Norman Powell. He shot 67%, was a solid three-point shooter for this team. You get a 22-point performance for Tyler Hero. They have 4 guys that can really score the rock, and that is awesome to see. Tyler Hero put up 22. He shot 60%. He was a really good on-ball defender this game. Jakunas, bro. I love it. I fucking love the rookie getting minutes. I think he's a rookie. 12 points off of 75% shooting, and he did everything, man. He was able to rebound. He was able to pass the ball. I really hope that guy's career fleshes out, because you often see guys that come from U of I and their careers just like, talk about a Kofi Coburn. I'm not going to say the actual name. Talk about a Coleman Hawkins, who's actually, maybe he is in college still, actually. I do think he's in the G League, actually. He's in the G League right now. Maybe we can give him some time. I guess Terrence Shannon's had a pretty solid start to his career. I would assume, I can't be mad at where he's at in his career. He's a really good role player for the Bulls, but it's the Bulls, so I don't know. I think Jakunas, however you say his name, has the potential to be the best out of all of them, so maybe not all the time, because I do think Darren Williams went to Illinois, and so did a couple old heads, but it's fine. Let's move on to Memphis versus Orlando, because this was a Berlin game, and coming into the day, I really wasn't aware that we were... Wow. I didn't even realize we were getting a Berlin game in the middle of the regular season. Obviously, the NFL or the NBA as well as the NFL have really tried to kind of rebrand with that, and I love that direction. So you get these games overseas in Berlin, which is a popular spot for the NFL as well. Paulo Banchero and Franz Wagner leading the way. It's really cool to see Franz Wagner back. I think this is one of his first games in a while, if I'm not mistaken. It is his return. I knew it. See, I know ball. They win by 7. Really good offense and rebounding for both Franz and Paulo Banchero. I mean, they obviously haven't fleshed out in the best way, but they always have, like, the potential to be the best front court in the league, and they kind of prove it in a game like this. This is the first regular season game ever in Germany, ever. Not even, like, any other country or parts of the country, So that's interesting. Obviously, the big thing, I was kind of trying to clickbait you guys. It's obviously not going to work because I'm a really small content creator, but putting Anthony Black dunking on 4 fucking players, that was insane. I'm sure it'll be in this clip, but crazy. Obviously, Paulo Banchero. This is a really good team at the rim. They have a lot of young guys. They have a lot of bouncy players. They have a lot of size. So it's really cool to see that. Anthony Black, very crafty as an interior scorer. Desmond Bane's even crafty for his size and his small wingspan. So it's just a really good at the rim team. No, they have the 3-point shooting, but it really is like you go to the rim and you bully people or you jump over them. I think that's kind of like the MO. Modus operandi. Hold on, bro. I know we're talking NBA, but the Twitter discourse is already starting on this Rocky album, which dropped like a little less than 2 hours ago. Motherfuckers are saying he should be on modernized music, rage beats. Like, guys. And this guy has an Uzi profile picture. Uzi did that, and his fucking career fell off. Let's stop it. Okay, let's get to the game. Just a little sidebar. Paulo from 3. Ming ming. Should be able to watch some NBA tomorrow, although I'll probably be on stream. I'll probably be working on the Rocky video. I'll be working on getting this Fantastic Four video edited, so maybe sometime this weekend me and my dad can just binge watch the fuck out of the Stranger Things, because I'm doing a rewatch of it and I'm excited about it, and I don't really have any limitations, so I'm probably just going to watch the first full season and then do a video. Second season, do a video. Third season, do a video. Just kind of some updates for the channel. I definitely plan on doing that. And hopefully I get done with that before July, which I think I will, because that's like literally summer. Jesus, holy fuck. I saw that on my phone earlier. That was fucking insane. Um, that was a clutch dunk too. That wasn't just like, oh, we're fucking around. Kind of some odd defense there, kind of lazy, but they win the game. The Orlando Magic get a dope win. Okay. Pretty hard-fought battle between both teams. Cool to see, cool to see. I think at least the Orlando Magic could go to Berlin. I mean, obviously the Grizzlies aren't the greatest team to show them overseas. Maybe if Ja Morant was playing, it would have. I'm so scattered. I talk too much in videos. I think Jaren Jackson actually played pretty good here. 30 points off of 60% three-point shooting. Really good three-level defender. He can play at the rim. He can rip. He can get in the lanes. 17 points for Cedric Howard. Another good performance out of him. He shot 50%. He's a really good at the rim guy. Really athletic player. Really, it was their bench that cooked this game, seriously. I mean, Santi Aldama had 18 points. Made all of his threes. Is a really good rebounder as always for this team. 15 points for Gigi Jackson. I mean, between him and Santi Aldama, they shot 7 for 7 from 3. So that's pretty fucking awesome. You get a 10-point performance for Vince Williams Jr. Not the greatest interior guy, but he shot 40% from 3, so that is great. Jalen Wells, I don't know what the fuck was going on with him. He started to play like shit, and they just kind of pulled him from the game, so it's whatever. I do think, though, even then, like, yeah, we talked about the other bench players, but even, like, John Konkar, you could definitely give him a crack at it because he had some very efficient minutes. He's a really good rebounder for this team as well. Maybe try to give him some more minutes, I'd say. That's really all I could tell you. You get to the Magic, you get a 26-point performance, 26 and 13 actually for Paolo. He was great. Shot 50% from 3, was a really good on-ball and a kind of passing lane guy, using his wingspan and his size. 18 points for Franz Wagner off a 75% three-point shooting. Really good rebounder for this team as always. 13 points for Desmond Bane. Really good facilitator. And for a guard, he plays really well at the rim. He plays a lot bigger than he looks. So that's kind of what it is. He didn't have the greatest shooting night, so he kind of made up with that with the facilitating. 21 for Anthony Black. The guy's going to be a star in the league. Great rebounding, great passing. Not only is he just like a flashy, like ball is alive type of ball handler, but he does everything in between, and I really respect it. So there you kind of have it for the Magic game. We're going to get into Phoenix and Detroit. I knew this was going to be a somewhat close game, and it definitely delivered on that. Suns are a pretty shit away team. That's kind of the problem, and the Pistons are so dominant at home that it kind of looks like this most of the time when you watch them. Obviously, the Suns were shorthanded, so too. Well, the Pistons were too, were they not? They didn't have Cade, right? But we are talking about the best team in the East here with the Detroit Pistons, so it's really not a bad thing if you lose. I think the Suns are still in a great position. Obviously, going into the playoffs, they're gonna talk in the huddles and then the locker room and stuff like, guys, we have to play better on the road. I think that's the big thing. 4 wins in 5 games for the Pistons. They've had all sorts of runs like that this year. 3-point victory, obviously Duncan Robinson and Jalen Duren, the main forces on offense, and Jalen Duren, one of the best traditional big men in the league right now, especially for how young he is. They rally, they get the win. That man is grabbing rebounds left and fucking right. Jalen Duren, he's a lob threat, he grabs rebounds. He's pretty much a taller Clint Capella. That's a little more versatile, but that's kind of the vibes he gives me. Grayson Allen was obviously killing, without Devin Booker, him and guys like Osei Iguodala were definitely making it a little tough for the Pistons to close out the game. This was a very gritty affair. Wait, Cade Cunningham did play. Jesus. Okay, we're going to have to look at that then. I didn't think Cade Cunningham was back. And they won. I mean, I guess you can kind of excuse a performance like this when they fucking win the game, but that is kind of weird. That is odd. Okay. Dunk. That was low-key a travel, but kind of tough at the same time. Duncan Robinson, bro. He's getting a somewhat elevated role, especially compared to his Heat days here on Detroit, and they're a contender, so that's really cool to see. Tobias. They got the vet. I mean, This Pistons team is so fucking complete. They have a vet, they have a shooter, they have a primary ball handler, the star power, they have a traditional big man. This is a well put together team. One of the most, that was tough, one of the most well put together rosters in the NBA for sure. Just all the drafting they've done too, to their credit. Hell, they even drafted Tobias Harris, I believe, and he ended up going to a bunch of different teams. Maybe it was the Magic or Clippers, actually, I don't know. But like, they drafted Thompson, they drafted Duran, they drafted Cade, they drafted Ivy, they drafted Ron Holland, they drafted all these fucking guys. I mean, the only guys they really picked up was Duncan Robinson and Tobias Harris. So, there might be a few others. Fucking crazy. Whoa, wait, whoa. Wait, let me rewatch this. What'd they get out of this? It's about the best you're going to get out of that. He damn near could have made that off a bank, too. That's kind of the crazy part. All right. Close out with the box score watching. Then we can kind of look forward to the games tomorrow. Again, I don't know if I'm going to watch a lot of NBA basketball tomorrow because I kind of want to work on some content. We'll see what happens. And I have stream tomorrow night. Really excited about that. Suns take the L here. 11 points for Royce O'Neal. Honestly, not the greatest score. I mean, he's solid from the three-point line, but really what you go to Royce O'Neal for is what he gives you in between, the rebounding and the passing at a high level. 16 points for Dillon Brooks. Pretty shitty shooting, but at least he was okay from three. You get a 33-point performance for Grayson Allen. Really didn't amount to much. He's a solid 35% three-point shooter consistently. But, I mean, 44% from the field isn't great. Obviously, he's a good hustle rebounder. He's a good at-the-rim guy. He's another kind of one of those guards in the NBA that plays a lot bigger than his size to an extent, besides, like, the stretch shooting. But Colin Gillespie had 18 points. He was great. He was one of the more efficient players on this team. 60-67 splits, really good passing, really good on-ball defense. He has been one of the more improved players this year. Now, obviously, he's probably not going to win that award because of guys like Denny Avdia, Jalen Johnson, 10 points for Oso Iguodala off the bench, 6 fucking steals. I mean, goddamn, passing lanes, ripping the ball, being on the perimeter. He was amazing. 50% shooting. Mark Williams has started to kind of have a fall off. He had a really good start to the year. And honestly, I don't even know if this is like fully his fault. I just don't think they're using him well offensively. He's a really good rebounder. He's a really good at the rim defender, and he does that well every single game. I just think in a game like this, like, you can dominate. Obviously, Jalen Duran's going to deny him the ball. He's one of the better at the rim big men in the league, but I don't know. Oso Iguodala got some minutes. Jordan Goodwin got some minutes. Hell of a rebounder, hell of an on-ball defender for Jordan Goodwin, by the way. But even then, like, Ryan Dunn could have played a little more, and I've hated on Ryan Dunn a little bit recently, but it's okay. Pistons just not really anything special. They just put it to fucking together. Tobias Harris had 16 points. He was really good rebounding. Insane on the perimeter, man. Really good perimeter guy here. 19 out of Duncan Robinson. Pure offense out of him. 16 and 18 is absolutely incredible for Jalen Duran, and he is still able to play so well at the rim. 10 and 11 for Cade. Kind of shitty shooting splits and a lot of turnovers, but the passing makes up for that. You get an 11-point performance for Ron Holland off the bench, shooting 50%. He had a lot of turnovers, which I'm not really sure why, but he was definitely a hustle guy to come off there. 15 for Jaden Ivey. I've seen a lot of people kind of be disappointed with how his career is going, but if I was Jaden Ivey, I would be damn near fully content with what's going on. I mean, we're talking about a guy that's on a contender team, really good role player, that puts up really efficient minutes. I mean, we're talking about 75-60 splits this game, minimal turnovers. I mean, the guy's awesome. So I don't really have anything bad to say about him. Sure, he was in the starting lineup at a point, but people develop. The NBA is always changing. So there's a doubleheader on ESPN. It looks like. This fucking Pelicans Pacers game is terrible. Why would you turn that on? I think on the other hand, Cavs and Sixers is going to continue to be a good matchup for the year. And a pretty mid-shit game. I think Chicago is going to get a much-needed win for the Nets. They have to just keep winning those games. They got to get over that hump. They are consistently such a mid-fucking team. So I think they could potentially get there. I think the Raptors should be able to beat the Clippers. although I'm kind of rooting for the Clippers. I think in a close game, Minnesota takes down Houston. Houston's having kind of a rough go at things. And then who gives a fuck about Washington, Sacramento? What a terrible 9 o'clock game, by the way. That is so bad. Good thing I'll be on stream by then, but let's see. Is there really anything else? I don't know. Shout out to the guy that's viewing. You can go back and watch the VOD. This video is over. I mean, hopefully you've been kind of watching most of the time. I know I don't give too much warning. I kind of post on social media, on Twitter. Go check me out on Twitter, by the way. I don't know if I have my social medias popped up. I don't think I do. I don't really have that set up on here. It's more of a laptop or a PC thing, but I know I'm very scattered. Fantastic Four first steps. Potentially the video is coming tomorrow. The A$AP Rocky album review, reaction, whatever you want to call it, should be coming out on Sunday or Monday. We'll kind of have to see how the weekend's going, how I'm grinding the content. That should come out. And then if I'm very much feeling it and we get this Fantastic Four video out, I'm going to start binge watching the shit out of Stranger Things again to kind of rewatch it and get official videos for those seasons out on the channel.